My sister-in-law disrespected my wedding request. She was asked to leave.
You need to leave!
Before we get into my wonderful wedding day, here's some backstory. I'm the second child and baby in my family. While this has its perks at first, it quickly became the worst. My older brother, bless his heart, is considered golden and untouchable. He was favored, I'm assuming, because they only wanted boys, and because of it, he got all he wanted. I was totally fine with that because that meant I was able to grow and be my own person. Did it first? Sure. But I have my wonderful, lovely aunt who never missed a debate tournament. That being said, here comes the problem. My brother has been in a relationship with Lauren, 26 female, for almost 7-ish years. They have stated that they don't want a wedding or even to really get married as they love their dynamic now, which is great for them. But for me, I've had my dream wedding planned for years. I met my now husband 3 years ago and we got engaged a year ago. We had known when we were getting married for a while, and I knew he was going to propose before he did. We had made a separate savings account specifically for our dream wedding because we knew when we would want it. When I came out with my engagement, it was clear my brother and his girlfriend weren't happy with the attention I was getting from our immediate and extended family. I wouldn't say his jealousy was obvious, but looking back, it was clear he was mad I would be getting married first. Fast forward to the day we announced our save the date. Literally right after we sent them out, my brother finally proposed to Lauren. Oh.
Uh-oh.
While I was a little confused, I still offered them congratulations and was overall happy for them to be taking that step. Now, if you think they decided to get married the same day, I'm happy to say, thankfully, no.
That would have been crazy.
That would have been crazy. They did not. They are waiting and hoping for the perfect day to just arise. Shortly after, my brother came to me and asked that I let Lauren be part of my bridal party so she could see firsthand what goes into being a bride. While I had some reservations, I ultimately decided to let her become a bridesmaid to try to bond. Horrible, bad idea. She was a mess to work with. When it came to days to meet up for bridesmaid dress shopping, she suddenly became sick. Every single time. It's a miracle that she's alive with how much she was sick. I didn't mind, but let her know we needed to get her dressed soon. I wasn't picky with what my bridesmaids wore as long as it was not black. I've always had this dream of wearing a beautiful black wedding dress, so my wedding colors were anything but black.
Very emo. I love it.
I love it.
My husband chose a beautiful red tuxedo, so we decided that our guests can wear whatever as long as it wasn't those two colors. My future sister-in-law hated that idea. Every time it was brought up, she never failed to mention how tacky and weird she thought it was. I didn't mind because it was my wedding, not hers. I loved my wedding dress, and so did my husband, but who cares? Besides making finding her dress difficult, she also refused to participate in any of the activities I planned for the bridal party. To thank them for agreeing to be my bridesmaid, my wonderful maid of honor and I planned a weekend getaway for all of us. We paid for the whole thing. They just needed to show up. We rented a house near downtown of the city we chose so we could bar hop and attend a few events that were going on. Lauren made the whole weekend awful. She complained that all the things we planned were dumb and a waste of time. She called my brother countless times to complain about how she hated it and wanted to come home. I later found out that whenever we went to go places and she refused to, she would call my brother and say we purposely left her out. So now she's just lying. This resulted in him going off on me for being mean to his fiance.
Oh
My maid of honor, Emmy, would stand up for me and did her very best to find things that Lauren would want to do. Fast forward again to 2 months before my wedding. Lauren comes to me saying she found the perfect bridesmaid dress and needed me to go ahead and buy it. Guys, tell me why she sent me the link to a black semi-lace dress that had a slit up the thigh. Now, I don't mind the slit. It was fine. But the color, I felt she was deliberately doing this to make me feel bad. I messaged her saying, hey, did you want me to select a color specifically or choose whichever I wanted? Love the look, though. To which she replied, no. I sent exactly what I wanted.
This is so weird.
I was upset at this, so I called my brother and basically said she either picks a different color or I'll remove her from my bridal party because I want my day to be perfect. That seems very reasonable.
Yeah.
He said he had no clue what the big deal was, and if she isn't wearing white, who cares? Me, I care. I repeated my previous choice. If she didn't pick a different color, she would be removed. She chose to step down.
Good.
While I was bummed she didn't want to pick a different color to participate, I don't think you were. I didn't hang up on it too much and continued about my life. Since the dress was out of their price point, I wasn't worried about her getting it and wearing it anyways. Boy, was I wrong.
Oh, no.
The day of my wedding is here. The morning starts off wonderfully. Everyone is happy until Lauren walked into the bridal suite in a floor-length black gown. I immediately started crying and was so disappointed this was happening. Everyone around me was so confused and lost. My maid of honor and aunt both asked her to leave and change her outfit. I managed to get myself together because I'll be danged if little Miss Lauren ruins my wedding to the most wonderful man I know. Lauren said she didn't have anything else to wear and it wouldn't matter because she won't stand out too much because, again, she wasn't wearing white. Mind you, many guests opted for a white outfit to make my blast dress pop even more, which was really sweet to see. My husband's best men all wore white suits as well. So yes, she would have definitely stood out. My aunt wasn't having any of this though and told Lauren to leave the venue and come back in a different outfit. This made Lauren angry and she said she didn't want to attend the stupid event anyways. It wasn't a real wedding if I wasn't wearing white. Then she left, but not before storming out and making a scene, dragging my brother with her. I was very sad he wouldn't be there, but ultimately it was his own choice and it is what it is. The rest of the wedding went beautifully as I danced and partied until I literally dropped. There are plenty of photos of my husband carrying me to the car to capture the perfect night. 2 days after my wedding, I was bombarded with messages from Lauren saying she was super hurt I let her leave and that she would have never done that to me. That I let her down and she was sad that as my sister of sorts, I didn't let her be happy in the perfect dress. I didn't respond for a bit because I didn't have the energy. Somehow that was the wrong choice. The messages became phone calls and voicemails about how I ruined the night for her and my brother by punting her out and not letting her be involved. Then came the threats. You won't be invited to ours or in my bridal party either since you hate me. I finally responded with one message. Hi, Lauren. I'm sorry to hear you're so upset about not being at my wedding. That being said, you had plenty of time to change the dress and return or even had time to pick a different dress before showing up. You are aware of the color scheme and my one major request. I do not hate you or my brother and I want you guys to have a very happy wedding. It hurts you might not want me there, but ultimately it's all right. I wish you the best, but for now, I would rather not speak. I never got a response, but it was clear she read it because she took to social media about Bridezilla's keeping family out and how she was still so hurt. This gained some pity comments, but mostly people saying they were on my side, so the post was removed. My lovely husband advised me to just block and be done and take a break, so that's what I will be doing. However, my brother called very sad he missed my big day and said he wished things were different. That left me wondering if I was a-hole for just not letting her attend and stay in the black dress. I did miss having my brother there, but I can't but feel he deliberately wanted to hurt me with that choice. So potatoes, tell me, was I the a-hole? Again, sorry for the format and errors and the length. Edit. Tried to fix the format and spelling errors. Update. Hey everyone, first off, thank you for all the support on my past posts. You guys are wonderful and made me laugh about an unfortunate situation, so thank you. Now on to the real reason we're here. The update on my drama. Sister-in-law Lauren and my brother Kurt have decided to split up for a little bit. A permanent type of break, if you will. My brother called me a little bit ago to inform me of this choice. Somehow he got a hold of my posts and read many responses. Good for him. He decided that the way Lauren treated me was unfair and he was told white was a no-no, but was not told that my dress was being black meant that black was the new no-no. He told me that Lauren said I was fine with her being in black as a bonding tool for us. Lauren then went on to explain that I singled her out and was rude to her. My brother told her that the BS was enough and he knows better now. He said he never wanted to marry, but after I got engaged, she insisted they got married too. While they both were originally okay with never marrying, something shifted the day I was engaged. My brother said Lauren completely flipped her standards and wants. My brother gave in, but ultimately after my wedding, did a lot of thinking and decided he doesn't want to be married at all. Lauren hated that and told him either they marry or they split. When he called me, I was very hesitant to answer because of all the things that were said previously. However, my husband said it might be best just to hear what he says and then decide if I still want no contact. Bless my hubby. I love him. When I called him back, he immediately apologized for everything, explained what I previously said, and then told me about their relationship. He said he was really sorry he missed my big day and wishes he had seen that he could have stayed. He said the next big celebration, no one will stand in his way of being there. I told him I really appreciate his apology, but that his behavior will still have to improve for our sibling relationship to improve. He agreed. I also stated how I was sorry to hear about their breakup and that I wasn't trying to cause that. He explained none of it was ever my fault and that he loves me. That's where we left it. So a little bit ago, my brother texted the family group chat saying that Lauren is claiming she's pregnant and that it's his child and he needs to be there. Do we believe it?
I don't buy it.
I'm so confused because they never wanted kids. My brother said she was adamant about taking her birth control. I told him to be there for his kid, but that doesn't mean he has to be with her and that maybe this might B, why she suddenly flipped on getting married. He said he'll talk with her, but that's it. I'm not sure what's going to happen there, but again, I wish him the best. I'm pretty sure she's just lying, but it isn't my relationship or responsibility, so I'm fine nonetheless. I'm glad my brother apologized and wants to reconcile, and hopefully that behavior of change continues. As for Lauren, I still have zero contact with her, and I will likely keep it that way. If she's with child, again, doubtful. I wish her a happy and healthy pregnancy. I don't know how my brother's handling it, but I will let you guys know if anything changes there. For now, they are not having a wedding, but maybe a baby. I'm still madly in love with my husband and continuing to enjoy our newlywed life with the best man I've ever known. My parents are trying to help my brother and let him move back in and are glad him and I are speaking. However, they seem disappointed in him and his possible baby mother. But if you want to be our baby mama, you can. You just got to listen to full episodes with stories just like this. Just go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your favorite podcast app and search OK Storytime.
Do it.
All in all, set your boundaries and be happy with them. Thank you again for all the advice you wonderful humans gave me, even the very funny ones. I love you guys, and my husband insisted I include that. As wonderful as he is, I am 10 times more lovely.
Aw.
Okay. Edit, my time is off. She only found out she was pregnant a week before my wedding, and she claims to be about a month along, so way after she demanded the engagement. It was a happy ending for OP.
That's true.
Let's
Hope you had a good
go.
wedding.
Am I the asshole for making fun of my girlfriend for writing fan fiction and claiming it's actual writing? So
'Cause it
she's
is.
claiming
so she's saying it's actual writing.
and I'm like, no, I'm gonna make fun of you.
Guys, when they see words on paper,
What
that's
do you
not really
think,
writing.
Reddit? My girlfriend's cringe.
Dude, just let your girlfriend have a fucking hobby, man.
Yeah, jeez, man.
Jesus.
Oh, God. My girlfriend, Abby, female 31, and I, male 33, have been together for a few months, and this Easter, I was going to introduce her to my family.
Then she wrote smut on the internet, and I was like, no, no.
Unless he's edited this, he doesn't even say what it's about. So that's...
Why the fuck not?
I know, right? We haven't moved in together yet. Abby is quite smart. She has a PhD and works in her field. I only have a bachelor's, so you can imagine my surprise when a hot and smart woman wanted to date me. Anyway, I digress. Abby's passion is writing, although she's never allowed me to read anything she wrote. I wonder fucking why.
Yeah, there's no reason.
It's not
Probably because she's a bitch.
It's not like,
Just-
yeah, that's probably what it is. Not that you're a huge asshole. She dreams of writing a book and says she's practicing and trying to draft things.
That's good.
One day I was staying over and fell asleep, and she went to her office to write. When I woke up, I peered over her shoulder when she was writing and saw names that sounded familiar. I asked her about this, and sure enough, she admitted to writing fan fiction. Lock her up, boys.
Lock her up.
What a crime!
When you're snooping on her, like...
After she won't show you, so that's already boundary crossed.
Yeah.
Apparently, she already wrote 100,000 words of fan fiction and is working on her third one. She says it's writing practice and she loves it.
Yeah.
I told her it's cringy, and if she was serious about her book, she'd write it by now because she's pretty much already wrote 2 books if only they weren't fan fiction.
But...
She needs to teach you how to write, bro. I'm sorry. It's
So-
hard reading this.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you should learn something from her. Yeah,
I think so.
Counter argument real quick.
Mhm.
And I can't believe I'm making this 50 Shades of Grey.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Twilight.
You can't be saying that fanfic isn't real writing
There's
when
just so many.
everyone's yeah.
There's just so many. Yeah. She got silent and told me to leave her alone. When I introduced her to my family, I mentioned that she has a PhD. My brother and sister got impressed and asked about it. Abby tried to tell them, but I interjected and told them
Like a good person.
not to be so impressed because she wastes her time writing silly fan fiction. So I don't know how she even got her doctorate. And
What?
and then I called her a stinky poo-poo head. Who's
Yeah,
a
like
stupid
what
lady.
then you fucking like did a slam dunk and everyone clapped? Is that like
I know, yeah.
dude?
It was meant to be a joke, but Abby was angry. She called me an asshole. She wouldn't talk to me for the rest of the day and asked me to drive her home. I tried to come in, but she told me she wanted to be alone and write her fan fiction. I told her she was childish, but left anyway. I haven't heard back from her since then, and I told my sister, and my sister agreed with Abby. I tried to call Abby, but she texted me with quote-unquote asshole and nothing else.
Awesome.
My sister...
Why are you going on Reddit? You already got the answer.
Yeah, she told you. 100%.
Seems like you're an idiot also on top of this.
Yeah. Something tells me you might be an idiot. My sister thinks I owe Abby an apology, but I don't think I did anything wrong, and yet
What?
Abby is annoyed. Was I really the asshole here?
Yes.